Can I get like a little bit of energy? What do you guys got? You got anything? Come on, it's London. It's 9 in the morning. You guys aren't drunk yet? What's wrong? What happened this morning? Hey, I'm really excited to be here. My name's Derek Andersen. I'm the founder of Startup Grind. And Startup Grind's mission is really simple. It's to educate every entrepreneur in the world. And about 6 years ago, we started hosting events in my office, and it was me and 9 of my friends. And that has now grown to about 200 chapters around the world in 80 countries. Thank you to my mom who started the clap in the back. I have family members planted throughout the audience to make sure I get the responses that I need to keep my self-esteem very high. So no heckling. I'm not going to get heckled in London, am I? Does that happen here? Yes. So we have, like, what makes Startup Grind different, especially super simple, it's our values. So our values are about giving before you take, helping others before you help yourselves, and making friends. There's no awards being given out at the end of this for the most LinkedIn connections. I always laugh when someone walks up to me and says, they walk up, they shake my hand and say, let's connect on LinkedIn. And I say, let's connect right now. We're human. We can. And now Microsoft owns LinkedIn, so I don't know. I shouldn't make any Microsoft jokes. That'll get me in trouble. But this is the tradition of Startup Grind. And what I just encourage you, if you don't walk out of here today, you've given us your day. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for being here. If you don't walk out of here with at least 5 or 10 great new relationships, consider yourself a failure today. You're going to learn a lot. You just sit in this room, you're going to learn a lot. I'm not worried about that. It's passive. But what you need to do is you need to get out, you need to meet people. If you don't know who to meet, if you're nervous, come find me, and I'll introduce you to somebody. If you see someone wearing a Startup Grind shirt, we have directors from our chapters around the world. If you're a Startup Grind director and you're in the rooms, just stand up for a minute. Great, we got Athens, Tel Aviv. You know, thank you guys, and all guys, where are our women directors? This is not a male society. But find someone with a Startup Grind shirt, ask them for help. Take 30 seconds and just look at the person to one side of you, to go ahead. Don't say anything, just awkwardly stare at them. Now shake their hand and ask them what their name is. Just go ahead, 30 seconds, real quickly, real quick. Okay, that's great. You took it too far. There's too much. This was not the plan. It was just going to be a quick, get the name, and we keep moving to the next slide, and then that guy would do that. It's not right. I said 10. I didn't say 100. Okay, we get it. You're meeting people. All right, what if I go to the next slide? This always makes people stop talking. So we have this other tradition at Startup Grind, and that is that our speakers who have flown in from around the world to be here, and also driven from across London, which is quite a feat in itself, they've given of their time and their energy to be here to teach us. And so when a speaker comes up, I always like to imagine that it's like Oprah, and she's like giving me a new car. Have you seen that clip where she's like, and you got a car, and you, do you know this? Oprah is like America embodied in one amazing woman. And so we're going to practice. So every time a speaker comes up, it's roughly every 20 minutes. You're going to actually get exercise today. We get up and get loud, like as loud as you can get. Don't hold back. Okay, it's early. I know it's early, but we're going to practice this one time to get you prepared for some count of 3. Get up and get loud. Let me hear how loud London can get. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's see it. Let's see it. Everybody, don't be too cool. Don't be too cool. That was good. That was really good. That was really good. Other than the guy that can't whistle who came in this direction, it was really, really good. All day, keep it up. Keep the energy high, and this will be a fun day. Our password for the internet is Hashtag SG Europe, capital SGE. It's a little tricky. So please jump on there. Those are our at Startup Grind if you're on Twitter, or at Startup if you're on Pinterest or on Instagram. This is how the event's going to work. We've got the main stage here. We'll have talks going throughout the day. Don't get stuck in here. There's a lot to do. There are amazing partners that we have outside. Downstairs we have a breakout room. The majority of the people that are here are going to be then going downstairs to do Q&A in the breakout room. So it'll give you a chance to get closer to the speakers, to meet them, ask questions. As you're thinking about questions, please don't ask something that only fits for you in your specific vertical at this moment in time today for your startup. Think of things that would be useful for other people in the room as well, and be thoughtful of that. Another thing that we've got is we've got our startup program, which we had about 600 startups apply. We have 14 that we selected. It's kind of an odd number, but those were the best ones, so we went with 14. They're scattered at little tables right outside here. Go meet them. They're early stage. They're, like, some of these companies are really amazing, like, you know, a lot of revenue, little funding. Others that just have these amazing products that have just launched. And so go talk to them and go meet them. And we'll be doing this event after Dave McClure speaks here down there called Startup Court, where he's going to go full British court robes and wig and everything. And he's going to be holding, it's court essentially. They're going to be pitching to him. And one of those, and we have a jury and all this sort of thing. I think you guys have juries here, right? We have juries. And one of the startups is going to be getting into 500 startups. So that's pretty cool. We got a party tonight. We got Marion. He will be lifting people into the air, if you know Marion. And it will be here, so stick around later this evening. Big thanks to all of our partners. This event just absolutely cannot happen without them. AC Hotels Marriott, Campus London, Excel, Braintree, who powers all of our payments for all of our events across the world. Fiverr, who, these people, like, we really do love these people. We use these products. Fiverr, I met Fiverr like 5 years ago when we needed an animated logo for a video, and it's still our animated logo. It cost me $5, and it looks great. Deutsche Bank Labs, IBM, Lever, Upstream, the Wall Street Journal, Bets Recruiting, and Intuit. Can we give all of them a big round of applause for being here? Thank you for your help. Let me just tell you about a couple of individual things. The first is that AC Hotels Marriott, which is just stationed right outside here, and it's not my phone, and who has some of the best designed hotels that I've ever been in. And they have this great startup space and kind of co-working space down the lobby that we host events in across the world. They're just opening hotels in Manchester and Birmingham, and they're going to be giving out free hotel nights and stays just right across here where you can charge your phone. So go try and get a hotel room. They're beautiful, beautiful rooms, and they're brand new. So if it's a brand new hotel, it must be clean. At 4 o'clock, we've got Eric Schmidt coming from Google. I expect all of you to pray for me throughout the day that I don't blow this. But other than that, we are trying to set a Guinness World Record for the most people to ever attend a live stream. So technically, you all don't count because you're watching it live, not on a stream. Although maybe if we put like a TV up here, we could count everyone in the room. Marianne, wherever you are, call the judge and see if we can do that. But if you would share this at startupgrind.com/record, share it with your friends, and if we get it, you can actually go online and print a certificate afterwards. They have, these free certificates, and they have really fancy certificates as well if you want to get one. But we're all pushing hard on this, and thanks to Deutsche Bank Labs for helping us with this as well. But we'll see. We should know. We may know by the end of the day. We might not know by the end of the day if we get it or not. But we're pushing hard for it. And then finally, I just want to say one final thing about David Goldberg. Dave Goldberg, tragically, he was the CEO of SurveyMonkey. He was a founder, a well-known person in Silicon Valley. He tragically passed away about a year ago. When we had him at one of his final public interviews at our conference in February of last year. And when he got off stage, Marianne, who's about to come up, asked him and said, "Hey, we're doing an event in Europe, in London, and we'd love for you to come out and be part of it because of what you've built. And he said, without even hesitating, he said, absolutely, I want to be there, I'd love to be there. And, I've talked to people that knew Dave much better than I knew him. I interviewed him a few times, I didn't really know him. But the people that knew him, the thing that was really unique about him is that, yes, he was a great CEO and he was a founder, but he was also had such great balance in his life. And he has this amazing family that him and Sheryl Sandberg have built. And really this idea of, there's lots of people that can build a business, but in my mind, really the true unicorn is this person that can figure out how to do this crazy thing that is a startup, and at the same time, build the rest of their life around them. And to do that together is really a very, very rare thing. And David Goldberg represented that better than just about anybody, and so we'd like to dedicate this event to him and his memory because of his example. So yeah. Without further ado, give it up for, you don't need to stand up for this one, but give it up for Marianne, our chapter director in London. Marianne, come on out.